The goals for somebody coming out here to start their trucking career. So your first goal that you have, right? We're going to talk about our first goal. Your first goal is to get that CDL. With the CDL comes the career path. So we're going to get that CDL first. That's your first goal. Once you got that checked off your list, let's go to the next goal, because we're about bettering ourselves. We got the CDL now. We got the job. We're getting our $900 a week. So we're on that TNT phase, running that team truck. You know, you're learning the ins and outs. You have somebody there that's a crutch that's going to help you. But you know what? The goal of the TNT is to learn the job. See how it is to talk to the shippers and stuff, deliveries, learn how to back, perfect your skills that you learned in your PSD phase to obtain the CDL. Then here we go. Boom, you complete that. Now we got our own truck. So right there, we're going to have a big decision in our goals. Do we want to go solo? Do we want to just drive by ourselves, go company solo? You know, is that what we're planning on doing? You know, and I always suggest do 6 months at a company. So I'm suggesting do 6 months at company, because your next goal comes in about 6 months. If you go lease, I hope that you learned enough to not make some bad choices once you get out there on your own. So I'm hoping that you learned enough to not make bad decisions out there that's going to cost you money in the lease. So now you're on your own. You're in your own truck. Let's start bettering ourselves. Because that's what we need to do, is always try to better ourselves. So about 6 months could roll by. It's time to, if you're a company guy, here's your goal at 6 months. In my opinion, this is something you should be looking for in 6 months. How am I going to make more money? Because, you know, we got a CDL now. We're a professional driver. In about 6 months, as a company driver, I think that you should start looking at your options here. Because in 6 months, you need to make a decision, or you should be making a decision, because we all want to better ourselves. We all want to make more money. We all want to do better for our family. You know, you got a big decision right here. Do I go lease? Do I start training? Do I go lease and start training? Because you at about 6 months, you can start doing the TNTs. So you can start training TNT students. Get them out there, show them the ropes of what your TNT trainer showed you, the backing, the driving, all that. You know, with more responsibility becomes more pay. If you're thinking, man, I don't want to train somebody, I just want to be solo. As a solo company driver, I believe you can make a good living. But with that being said, I think that a solo driver that's not going to train needs to move up to lease, because you know, it's all about bettering yourself. See what's out there lease. Give it a try. The worst going to happen is you're going to walk away from the lease and come back company. But give it a try. See if you can better yourself and make more money this way. You know, if you're the lease guy and you hit your 6 months, start looking at bringing in more revenue by teaching new students. And there is a good pay increase right there for moving from solo to doing TNT. I know a lot of people say, hey man, there's no pay increase, but there is a pay increase. So it's time to start getting the goals of, hey, I'm going to start doing TNTs. That's more revenue. We can keep the truck moving more. That's more money. You know, you have goals. So then comes around to your year of having your CDL. Right here, there's kind of a big decision also, because now you completed your contract with Prime of that 1 year, or you would have to pay the money back for the school. So you hit the year. Are you going to stay at Prime? What's your goal? Like, do you leave to another company that might pay more? Did you do your research to find out if there's a better company out there? I mean, it's all about bettering yourself. Make yourself better. So it's time to start looking into, hey, am I happy here? Do I need to go somewhere else? Also at this time is crucial to make sure when you're doing research for other companies and stuff like that, that you make sure that you know the amount of experience they require for that. You know, a lot of people's goal is, whenever they come out here, is to do their year and then go home and be local. And that's fine. Make sure you do your research. One of the best local jobs that I found in my area, that in Texas, was something that required 2 years of experience, OTR. So I was like, man, I don't have 2 years of experience, so I need to do another year. And that might be the case. It's all about what your goal is. If that's your goal, to go to that company, then you're gonna have to stick it out another year, or you might jump into another company, give them a try for a year, and then you'll have your 2 years of experience. Now, make sure that you really dig in and do your research. Just like I tell y'all guys, before you come to a Prime, make sure you do a lot of research and check out the best option for you, because Prime might not be the best option for you. There might be a better company that fits you better. I am all the way with Prime, don't get me wrong. Like, I love the company, and I would highly recommend the company, but this might not be the best fit for you. So you always got to be making yourself better every year. Even though I'm kind of set in my ways, and I'm like, you know what, I'm happy with what I do, you know, I love what I do, I still have goals to achieve. And most of my goals are making myself some kind of better at what I'm doing. So I'm really focusing on more of trying to help my students get the right mindset before their test. That's kind of what my goal was this year. Is it working? Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I tried out new things, like different stuff, to get the people into the right mindset for their test. And you know, that's a good goal, and it's going to better me, because if I can figure out a way to make people less nervous when their test comes around, then, you know, I completed the goal and I'm better at what I'm doing right now. But don't get me wrong, I always look out for like other companies and stuff like that. I always try to keep my options open, because I'm always like, man, what if Prime goes away, or what if they terminate me for some reason, or what if I just like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of you, Prime, and I quit. Like, I make sure that I still look around and see what's available for me. I remember one time I got, like, me and my fleet manager, we were kind of getting into it, and I was this close to quitting. And one of the things that, you know I'm good at, is because I've done it for a long time, is, you know, I was good at being a correctional officer. Even though that sounds bad, how are you good at being one? But I knew I had the experience, and if I had to, they have a prison right here in Springfield, and it's federal. Like, I was like, man, you know what, I could get into that and I'd be fine, because I looked up how much they paid and everything, and I was all like, you know what, I could do that and still stay right here in Springfield instead of going back to Texas. So, you know, you always got to look out, like, always keep your options open, always be one step ahead, just in case. And like, one of the things I do is, like, I have a savings account that my wife is in charge of, because, you know me, like, I got a spending problem. I buy some shoes. Like, I've been buying a lot of shoes. I need to stop. I need what's it called, an intervention. I really do. I just had a pair come in today. I was like, oh, and the sad part is I had no idea what kind of shoes were coming in today. I had no idea, nothing about them. I just, boom, there's a shoe box at the front door. I'm like, ooh. So, you know, I figured out what they were, and I was like, okay, I'll remember buying those. But yeah, you know, back to what we were talking about, get your mind right. Always look for bettering yourself. Keep goal oriented. Like, keep on trying to push yourself to make better decisions and make yourself better. That's what you can do, is go up from where you're at. Always try to go up. Don't let anyone ever push you back down. Always try to go up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and drop some comments down there. Let me know what you think. Let me know some goals that y'all have that I might have missed. I always like hearing great goals and inspiration of how to make myself better. So like, I want to know what makes you better. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COXDJO. Also, my phone number is 417-894-8098. Drop me a call, text me, something.